Joshua Wiley.
Hello, and thank you for allowing me to testify in front of the council today. My name is Joshua Wiley, as you said before, and I'm the assistant principal at Whittier Elementary School in DCPS. Today I am testifying as a former teacher and current administrator. Teaching is a profession that one must have a deep passion for. The days are long, the pay is subpar, and the students come with a myriad of physical, social, and emotional issues. In spite of adverse conditions, teachers continue to thrive in any setting while growing and developing students. DC public school teachers and principals are resilient, but the undue pressure and stress to do the right thing is overwhelming. There is no surprise that teachers and principals are leaving the profession, especially in DC. I'll give you a rundown of what teachers and principals have experienced in the past year. Teachers and principals are constantly faced with many barriers that prevent them from focusing on the main reason that they are there: instruction. Teachers and principals are forced to perform as medical professionals, as schools are left without full-time nurses. Every time a student is sick, teachers and principals carry the task of diagnosing and triaging students while we wait for hours for parents to call back or retrieve their students. For teachers and principals to get back to instruction, DC needs to ensure that every school has a school nurse on day one for both public safety and welfare of our students. As of October 1st, dedicated COVID leave expired. This could mean that if a teacher tests positive for COVID, they must decide whether to come to work and possibly infect students, which further interrupts instruction, or stay home and lose money needed to provide for their families. Teachers and principals deserve to have permanent COVID leave. Instead of focusing on instruction, teachers and principals are tasked with being HVAC workers by fixing and tinkering with AC units, leaking radiators, and have to perform emergency evacuations when the HVAC system fails. Every day, teachers and principals walk into their buildings more concerned about the sweltering temperatures of a classroom with no air conditioner or locating space heaters for classroom with broken heat. Again, performing the duties of DGS means less time to prepare for student instruction and cause disruptions in the student learning environment. Let us hold DGS accountable for the regular maintenance and repair of our school HVAC systems. Most teachers are trained to educate children, not repair outdated HVAC systems, and they should not be expected to do so when DGS is paid to. Teachers and principals are mandated to report in person for our next professional development day, which is November 7th. For the last 2 years, I've personally watched DCPS central office staff work from home while principals and teachers were forced back into the schools without much consideration nor improved working conditions. Although teachers and principals are required to be in the building to instruct students, the same should not apply for virtual professional development conducted from a central office staff member's home. The city touts record-setting budgets, but does not have record-setting teacher salaries to match. Teachers deserve to live in the communities that they serve, but that is not the reality. When a teacher lives in the community, parents are just an email address and phone numbers. When teachers live in the community, parents aren't just email addresses and phone numbers, but neighbors and allies in the village that it takes to raise a student. First-year teachers make about $61,000 per year, which is not enough to live in DC, especially with a median rent price between $300. In a recent study, DC's annual teacher salary ranked 47 out of 50 when adjusted for the cost of living. Teachers' salaries should be aligned with the cost of living so that they can be neighbors and pillars of the community. In DCPS's messaging, the word equity and accountability are often used to define the district's practices. But is DCPS truly equitable and accountable? Under the DCPS teacher evaluation system impact, a student survey is factored into a teacher's effectiveness. True equity would entail central office staff, including instructional superintendents, being assessed by the teachers and school administrators. Why are teachers held accountable while central office staff are allowed to operate without any accountability, which contributes to increased teacher and principal turnover? Furthermore, equity in DCPS means ensuring that all stakeholders in education have a fair contract. Over 5,000 teachers in DCPS are our frontline workers in the school. Without a fair contract, it perpetuates the already low teacher morale and opens an avenue for teachers to explore neighboring school districts that value teachers in both profession and pay. While I was advocating for a teacher's contract, I was told by a central office staff member, at least you have a contract. This type of divisiveness promotes teacher and principal turnover, which again further disrupts student instruction. Give teachers a fair contract now. DC is rated 48 out of 48 in the country when looking at teacher turnover, which undermines student success. I have presented several ways that we can retain teachers and principals in the district. I hope that education is in the forefront of everyone's mind to consider ways we can retain our teachers and principals in the district. Thank you.